Hello, chess friends. Today I'm going to share with you a secret chess opening trick to trap your opponent and win more games. This trick is amazing. You cannot afford to miss this. I also have an interesting puzzle for you all. So stay tuned till the end and keep watching Chess Talk. If this is your first time on this channel and you want to learn some cool chess tricks and become a better chess player, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Okay, so the trick I'm going to show you is popularly known as the Lasker trap. This trick can be played by black after the Albin counter gambit variation. So let's start with the opening. You are playing as black. White starts with d4, you play d5, then pawn c4 and pawn e5. This is the Albin counter gambit. After this, white obviously captures your pawn on e5. Now your next move will be pawn to d4. The idea behind this move is to stop white's knight from coming out on its preferred c3 square. Now white's main intention here would be to somehow get rid of your pawn on d4. A very common response that you will see from white in this situation would be pawn e3. He is looking to trade the pawns and get some space in the center. If he plays this move, then it's great for you. That's exactly what you want. After this, you can play bishop b4 check. Now the obvious move for white here would be to block with his bishop. Now it's time for you to unleash a surprise move. Instead of saving your bishop, you will capture the pawn on e3. If your opponent has not seen this trap before, then he will think that you have made a blunder. So he will take no time and capture your bishop. If he plays this move, then he is gone. I will show you exactly how this works. After bishop b4, you will capture the pawn on f2 and give check. White cannot capture this pawn because if he does, then you will capture his queen for free. So the only move he has is to move his king to e2. And now comes the most deadly move. You will capture this knight with your pawn and promote it to a knight. Yes, you heard it right. You will promote it to a knight and not a queen. I will tell you later why we did that. For the moment, let's continue with this. It's check to white. White can capture your knight with his rook. If he does this, then bishop g4 check and his queen is gone. Another variation would be if instead of capturing, he moves his king to e1. Then you will play queen h4 check. If g3, then you can play queen to e4 and his rook is dead. And if he plays d2, then you can bring out your knight to c6, attacking the bishop. You can then also bring out your bishop to g4 to target the white queen. You can castle queenside to give check and attack along these open lines. So all in all, as black, you are not only up a piece, but you also have a lot of attacking options to win the game. Now those of you who are wondering in this position, why didn't we promote to a queen? Well, if we promote to a queen, then white is not in check. So he can take your queen and after you recapture, he can again take your queen on g1 and the material is balanced. So that was the logic behind under promoting to a knight. Okay, now let's look at this game from white's perspective. How can white save himself from this trap? Well, the best way would be that in this position, white should not capture the bishop. Instead, he should capture this pawn on e3 immediately. Black can regain his lost pawn by playing queen h4 check, then pawn g3 and then queen e4. If you look at the board carefully, you will see that black is targeting the rook on h1, the pawn on e5 and the pawn on e3 since the bishop is pinned. So in short, black will be able to even out and the game will be in balance. So that was all about the Lasker trap. Now quickly let me just show you the solution to my last video's puzzle. I had asked you to find the best move for white to draw this game. Well, the best move is king to e7. This was tough, so only a few of you got it right. Correct answers with perfect explanations are on screen. I will be posting your names on my Facebook page as well. Do check it out and like our page for more such chess puzzles. So coming back to the game now. After this, black will have to move his pawn forward, otherwise our king will catch it. Now you will play king d6. Again black will have to move his pawn. Now this is the right time to move your pawn. Black will obviously have to play bishop b5 to prevent your pawn from promoting to a queen. Now you will play king c5. This move does two things. You are targeting black's bishop, plus you are also threatening to stop black's pawn from promoting. If black decides to save his pawn, then you can capture the bishop. Both sides can then make queens and this would be a draw. If black saves his bishop and plays it to d7, then you can move your king to d4 and hunt down the pawn. Again it will be a draw. So that's how white should play. So now it's time for today's chess puzzle. As you can see, in this game, white's king is trapped in the corner, but he is well protected by all his pieces. The game looks even, but black has a beautiful sequence of moves by which he can break through and checkmate the white king in the next 3 moves. It is black's turn. Can you find the best move for black? Comment with your answers. I want to see how many of you get it right. I'll be sharing the solution on my Facebook page, so don't forget to like that. So that's it, guys.